Today we are going to make something wonderful. Do you like Chinese food? Well, you can cook this at home. It is chicken, green beans, mushrooms, lots of vegetables, stir-fried chicken. It is something amazing. Okay, for this recipe we are going to use around 2 or 3 chicken breasts. As you can see, the chicken breast is very thick, so I'm gonna slice it and then start cutting it in lines. You can use chicken thighs if you want, but the chicken breast has lower calories, less fat. After you cut in lines, just start cutting them in square pieces. That's all we are going to do. Buying Chinese food in restaurants is kind of expensive, but you can make this at home if you have all the ingredients. So we have all the chicken breast already sliced or cut, and we're gonna marinate it using soy sauce. This soy sauce doesn't have a lot of sodium. You can use dark soy sauce. There are many types of soy sauce. I'm gonna use a cornstarch, 1 spoon of that, and I'm gonna mix it with a cup of water. In a lot of Chinese recipe, people use cornstarch because it gives a nice texture to the meat, chicken, or whatever you are marinating. So you mix everything in there, and I have here garlic and ginger that I made long time ago. In a blender, you put fresh garlic, fresh ginger, olive oil blended, and you can keep it in the refrigerator and it will last you a long time. I'm gonna also add 1 spoon of brown sugar and a little bit of sesame oil. You can put other ingredients if you want. You can put pepper, you can put salt, but this is enough. So just give it a mix. Oh, by the way, I have here a 5-spice powder, homemade. I don't buy it in the supermarket. I'm gonna upload that video soon, so stay tuned. Stay tuned, please. Now we have here all the chicken breast. We're gonna put it in there and let it rest or marinate there for maybe 1 hour, half an hour, or 2 hours. The chicken is gonna get a wonderful flavor from all those ingredients. Yeah, the 5-spice powder is very cheap if you buy it in the supermarket. It's around $1, but it's not very good. So I like to make it at home as well. Just stay tuned. We're gonna upload the video soon. We have here some Chinese green beans. I already rinsed them, and I'm gonna remove these end parts of both sizes, and then start cutting them. As you can see, these beans are not cooked. We're gonna boil them. We're gonna put them in hot water so that way they're gonna be soft, and then we're gonna fry them later on. You can use bok choy, you can use spinach, you can use any type of vegetable for this. Now we have all the green beans in here. I love mushroom. I really enjoy them. I have here 2 dozens of mushroom, shiitake mushroom, and I like to remove the stem. We always have to do that. And I have here some scallions, and I'm gonna start cutting into little pieces. Yeah, scallions, you want to use a lot of vegetables for this. And here we're gonna remove this all this part of this onion, and then we have here all the vegetables so far. After 30 minutes, the chicken is already marinated, and we're gonna use a strainer because we don't want all that liquid in there. You can keep it, don't throw it away, please. But we're gonna concentrate on cooking the chicken. Just put it on the side. There's a lot of flavor in there. We're gonna use it later. Now in a pan, you add some canola oil. Wait for the pan to be very hot. I like to use this stove that I bought, and it's almost like having a wok at home. I have some walnuts that I bought. We're gonna fry them or toast them maybe for around 2 or 3 minutes. If you don't have walnut, you can use cashew, or you can also use any type of nuts. They already toasted. Put them aside. I'll add a little bit more oil and wait for the oil to be very hot. because now we're gonna cook the chicken. You start putting all the chicken breast in there and start smelling amazing. You know, the 5 spice powder has cinnamon, whole cloves, fennel seeds, and so on. So the chicken, you want to fry it for around 7 minutes. As you can see, there's a lot of liquid that the chicken releases, and what I like to do is to remove that liquid because I want to continue frying the chicken. Don't throw away the stuff or the broth because there's a lot of flavor. We're going to use it later on. Put back all the chicken breast in there, and we want to brown the chicken. We want it to get a nice color because I don't like it to be white. And then little by little you start adding all the flavor that we removed and keep stirring everything. Start smelling amazing in your kitchen. Look at how beautiful the chicken is. It has like brown color. That's what I want. And so after 5 or 7 minutes already cooked, and we're gonna remove it. Just put it aside too. We don't want to cook everything at once. In the same pan, add a little bit of oil and then wait for the oil to be hot. And I'm also gonna boil the green beans around 3 or 4 minutes. That's all we want. And they're already cooked. You can always get one out, taste it to see if you like it, and then put it on a plate. I have the mushroom here. This time I did not slice the mushroom. I want it whole, and just cook it for around 3 or 4 minutes. Add the scallions and keep mixing everything. So we have here the mushroom, the scallions, and you can use a spoon if you want. Just keep mixing everything, and they already cook 3 or 4 minutes. Now if you don't have that kind of stuff that I'm using, you can cook them for a little longer. Then put all the green beans because we are frying the vegetables. The beans are already cooked, but we want them to get all the flavor from the mushroom and the scallions. And so you start mixing everything. You finish putting all the juice that the chicken released, and keep mixing everything. Wow, what do you think? Do you like it? It's so easy to make this at home, and if you can always share it with your family, your friends. Now we put all the chicken, and we're gonna add the sauces later on. We're gonna put soy sauce. You can also add some oyster sauce. You can put black bean sauce. You can put any kind of sauce. You can make it spicy if you want to. See the juice where we marinated the chicken. We're gonna add a little bit of that, and just keep stirring. You gotta stir a lot. This is not a big wok. It's just a small pan that I have here, but I like to cook it in here. Now you can eat this with steamed rice and with a cold beer as well. Okay, so it looks so wonderful so far. Now I'm gonna add a little bit of oyster sauce. You have to add oyster sauce because it is a Chinese food. Stir one more time. We're almost done. I think that I also added some oyster sauce. Now put all the walnuts and just mix once again. You can use less walnut if you want, or you can omit the walnuts. But it's something that your family will enjoy. Okay, we are done here. That's how you cook this recipe. Oh yeah, I also added a little bit more 5 spice powder because I like the intense flavor of it, and then a little bit of soy sauce, and just stir one more time. Now this one you can serve it also with like brown rice if you don't want to eat like white rice. And thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you give it a try. You can cook this at home. You can always modify this recipe to your like. It is so easy to change this recipe. But I love Chinese food. I prefer cooking it at home because it's so fresh, so cheap, and it's so tasty.